Hey, welcome to P. Rogers Outdoors. I want to do a little quick video here on some trap modifications I'm doing using these MB 550s, Minnesota 550 offset jaws. I think it's the best predator trap made. I love this trap. But this property that I'm trapping seems to have a lot of fox and bobcats on it, and I've been getting a lot of footprints right in here around the trap and nothing on the trap pan, and it's been really frustrating. I've made adjustments and I've caught a few coyotes, but I haven't been able to catch those. So I thought, well, what if I made the trap pan larger? I'm sure someone else has come up with this idea, but so I did some head scratching and thinking, and I went and bought some of these knockout plates from Lowe's. I think about 90 cents a piece, and I did this with them. So as you can see, I took this trap and I just added that plate to it. Now, I don't have a welder, so I use pop rivets. And if you notice, see right there, there's plenty of clearance for the trap jaws. These notches right here, or so when the springs come up, there's plenty of room for it to clear. And you know, I haven't tried it yet, but I really like how it's looking. If you look at the difference here, you can see all this void right here is now filled in with all this up here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this one. This is the pattern I made, by the way. You take this and you lay it on here. That trap's set, so I'm a little tender with it. See, it fits on there. So I take this, I'm going to lay it on this one, draw it out, use my cutoff wheel to cut those things out, grind it up, and I'll do that, then I'll come back and I'll show you how I place it onto the trap pan. So stay with me, we'll be right back in just a minute. Okay, so I've cut it out. Here it is right here. All right, got my two pop rivets right there. They're 5/32 size. So I cut it, I ground it, got all the sharp edges off of it as best as I could. As you can see here. Now what I want to do is I want to put it on the pan. Now this trap's set, so I got the loose jaw moved back. But if you can see, let me get my pencil, this ledge right here, which is the end of the night latch, I want to get this edge right on that edge. And you'll notice that the width of this knockout plate is almost the width of the trap pan. So the width isn't really what I'm worried about. It's making it longer this way and wider on these two ears. All right, I really wish I had a better way to cut it out, but this is what I got. So now the trap set, I'm going to check and see what kind of clearance we have. Look at that. So you can see that without the pan extension, we have this. So all this area right here, we're trying to fill in to some degree. And with the pan extension, this is what I'm calling it. I have it right. Yeah, see? See, that's really close. I'm gonna use the eraser so it doesn't get my finger. Get it right where I want it. Make sure we can clear. That looks great. So now what I'm gonna do is I will set the trap off, and then I will put it in there, and we'll come back and I'll drill the holes and set the rivets in it and show you that part. Stay with me. Okay, so I set it on there. I drilled the two holes, put the pop rivets in. Obviously, if you have a welder, you know, you can just tack weld it on the bottom in a couple of places, maybe one on each side and one back here in the back. I don't have a welder. I don't let that stop me. These pop rivets will hold really well. I use them for a lot of things. So I'm going, even though these are really shiny, I'm going to put these in the trap die, and I'm going to dye them and hopefully get a little bit of something on them. And I also probably put a little paint on them and then dye them, so it'll stick to it into the spring season now for trapping. So, and see there, it works good. So now I want to set it and see if I can figure out a way to prop this thing up. Set it and then let you look at it. Just hold on. Set. It's a little crooked, but it still serves the purpose. As you can see, the jaw's got plenty of clearance we've also filled in this, because the original trap is right there. The original pan comes right there. So we have added, let me tape measure out. We have added, what's that? A full 1.25 inches in length and 3 inches in width. I'm sorry, and 3 inches in width. Look at that. 3 inches in width and 1.25 inches, closer to 1.5 inches. So we have really extended, I can't do the math on that, but we have really made this trap pan a lot larger. And so hopefully all these animals that are walking along and stepping in these areas where there is no trap pan, now I'll be able to get them like that. Broke my pencil. So anyway, that's how I do it. That's the trap pan extension on the MB550. I'm sure this will work on all others. It's very simple. Just take these little 90-cent knockout plates made for electrical boxes, cut them to fit like that. Just use a little 4-inch cutoff saw, a bench grinder, and a rivet gun or welder, and you've made your trap pans a lot bigger. So I hope that helps. Come back and watch some more Pete Rogers Outdoors videos, and hopefully we can show you some tips on how to make things a little bit better.